I nak resign. Yes, Aunty, banyak sangat kerja. I rasa I nak resign sekarang juga. Aunty? Yes.
Mari kita resign.
Yes,
jom
Aunty, let's
resign.
Selamat tahun baru and welcome back to Podcast on Air at MYFutureJobs episod 9 dan kembali bersama host anda, saya Farah. So pada hari ini kita akan membawakan satu podcast yang bertajuk New Year, New Me, New Environment, di mana kita akan bawakan satu jemputan speaker hari ini bukan biasa-biasa, tapi saya nak kenalkan dulu pop gang kita yang terbaru untuk tahun 2024 di bulan Januari ini. Alright.
Hai semua. My name is Ashwini.
Seterusnya, ni yang kita nantikan sangat-sangat. Kita ada seorang yang sangat famous dekat TikTok . What? Orang selalu tanya dia soalan regarding HR related. Nak berhenti kerja, nak cari experience, ramai yang akan tanya. In fact, kalau nak tanya berkenaan dengan akta-akta pekerjaan pun ada yang tanya. Alright, kita kenalkan dulu kita punya penceramah. I panggil penceramah, boleh ke?
Okay je.
Kita ada Aunty HR.
Hello everybody. I'm Aunty HR or whatever you guys know me as. Okay je. How can I help you today?
Alright Aunty, pada hari ini, untuk kali ini kita memang nak sangat tahu. Okay, Aunty adalah seorang yang berpengalaman dalam bidang HR.
Nice.
So, Aunty dah tengok banyak sangat employee punya masalah, employee punya issues. Kan Aunty? So, untuk episod kali ini berkenaan dengan New Year, New Me, kita nak tahulah Aunty, what's the main issue? Kenapa employee resign sebenarnya?
I don't know. Have you resigned before?
Wait for it.
Obviously, yes.
What was the reason you resigned?
Okay, so macam mana? Sebab I tahu Aunty banyak sangat questions. Kalau nak jawapan baik adalah
Jawapan baik.
career
Jawapan tak
progression.
elok ke? Itu yang kita nak
Betul
tahu.
Aunty. Kalau untuk jawapan baik untuk career progressions. Okay, so kalau untuk
Very good.
yes. Kalau untuk jawapan yang tak pernah baik, kita nak ada, I'm tired of the same environment. Yes, want to switch environment.
But I think what you mentioned is correct. If you would have talked to a lot of people, one of the number one reason why people leave their job is they are not happy with their career progression. Everybody is looking forward to something. You'll be amazed when it comes to money. Normally kita akan cakap kan, kita nak berhenti kerja sebab tak cukup duit, nak gaji tinggi . It's
Betul.
not even in the top 3.
Really?
It's not.
Oh,
If
that's
you look
amazing.
at tons of survey, it's not.
surprising.
Because I feel that it's honestly not about the money entirely. Of course, money is important.
Here comes the money.
But it's not at the utmost importance. Can you imagine?
Yep.
Kalau gaji you tinggi, tapi bos you tak elok,
Ayo.
environment macam
Oh, DD. Oh, what it is? Oh, DD.
tapi gaji tinggi, will you stay?
No.
That's why it's not always about the money.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes.
Most of the people, why they resign, obviously they are not happy with something. But one of the number one reason is they are not happy with the progress of their career there. That is very true.
Betul kan Aunty kan? Yes, career
Yes.
progression adalah sangat penting.
Sangat penting.
Ashwini, maybe you can share your point of view. Have you resigned before?
Yes, definitely.
We want to know why. Tell us
you resign?
why.
That was because of the environment.
The environment.
Environment not as in physically place, tapi because of orang sekeliling yang becoming our teammates, orang di sekeliling kita yang kita rasa tak sesuai lah, and maybe it's not for
Tak
it's not
happy
meant
lah
for us.
kak.
I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy.
Tak meant for
Correct.
us.
Aunty, I nak tanya lah Aunty, betul tak kalau the employer tu punya perspective towards the staff tu, adakah dia memainkan peranan when it comes to the employee?
Okay. Kena ulang balik.
Okay,
Bahasa
contoh?
tak bagus sangat.
Bahasa, okay. Let's say the example kan, kalau macam dia rasa this particular staff boleh buat semua benda.
Dia satu staff boleh buat semua
You boleh
benda.
buat admin, you boleh
Boleh
buat
buat ni,
account,
boleh buat
you kena buat
podcast,
HR.
macam tu lah.
Betul. Adakah benda tu bagus untuk career progression ataupun sebenarnya itu adalah perception yang salah daripada majikan sebab dia kena ikut role yang betul?
Ataupun dia hanya potong orang lain punya kerja padahal orang tu boleh buat juga kerja tu.
Ada
orang
Gaji
macam tu,
singgah buat
eh.
kerja, dia buat seorang.
Ada orang complain, orang datang tolong you Ada sekarang. The way you guys telling me macam dia dosa. kalau I satu orang buat 4 punya orang kerja.
Tadi itu potong orang
But
lain punya kerja.
but the reality is sekarang satu gaji 4 kerja lagi majikan suka.
Oh, betul. Dia akan mengurangkan duit.
Yang cakap kenapa you ada kerja you buat kerja orang lain tak bagus
Probably,
Ada bos macam tu
sebab sometimes kita look at towards enhancement. Kalau you seorang engineer, probably you kena buat kerja yang related to engineer.
Betul,
Takkanlah you
okay.
nak buat management punya roles macam
Why not?
contoh administrative.
Why not?
Oh, tak salah. Okay, what's your point of view
Kenapa
on
dia
that?
salah?
Stop it. Get some help.
Kita dengarlah point of view
Kita dengar
daripada
Aunty
Aunty HR.
I nak dengar your point of view. Kenapa dia salah? Salah dari segi apa? Bos kata salah atau you rasa salah? Orang tengok you salah? How is it salah? I don't see the logic of how it's salah.
Tak apa. Kali ni kita nak dengar Aunty HR punya point of view.
Semua also pandai. I would say it's fine, but if you truly want to be an expensive talent, you need to be good at something. You can be a jack of all trades, but do not be master of none. You must be a master of something. And nowadays, it's very competitive. It's sangat competitive.
Betul.
Compared to 20 years ago, our population is increased more than 1% every year. Sekarang we are competing with 8 billion people. You are good at one thing, it's no longer good enough anymore. You have to be good in 3 things. But pick 3 things that you're really good at and good at. Semua tu you nak pandai okay je. For me, you cannot be a jack of all trades, then master of none. It will get you
Nowhere, is it?
I wouldn't say nowhere.
I mean, you'll be
somewhere
somewhere.
there.
It will get you to
Somewhere
a
there.
place that's comfortable,
Uh-huh.
but it will not get you far.
Okay.
I give you a very good contoh. Clinic.
Betul.
Clinic. You guys go to clinic. You pergi kat clinic biasa kan, general
Betul.
practitioner.
Yes.
They will check you from top to bottom.
Yes.
Betul tak?
Right.
And then maybe nowadays, I don't know, 50 ringgit is the consultation fee.
Betul.
Right? But if you go to an ENT, ears, nose and throat, he only check you here only. He don't check the full body.
Betul.
Lepas tu when you bayar bill, 350.
Yep.
Because you know why? They are very good at what they do. They specialize in all these things. When you have a problem, they can dig deep and get it.
Yeah.
But if you are a generalist, semua akan touch and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where you will never get expensive. Make sense or
Yes.
not?
So, pencari-pencari kerja di luar sana, dengar ini adalah nasihat daripada Aunty HR. Be a master, right? So, kalau you nak further something, make sure you jadi master of that something. So, you'll be an expensive talent. Betul, Aunty?
If it's specialized or something, like contohnya I can, you all know me as HR because I
Betul.
specialize in HR.
Yes.
But a lot of people also do not know that I also specialize in other things. But that is the brand that I created myself to go out with, right? But I am also an experienced leader. All these boss yang barang kan. I can tell you cannot be more at me sometimes. I have made a lot of mistakes in my career.
Correct.
Also as a leader, also as a staff.
Alright.
So all these things are also something that I am good at. Banyak barang you can be good at, but you just need to pick 3 things. If you ask what is my specialized today, my specialization, I specialize in workforce management. That's including all pillars of HR.
Okay.
I also specialize in being a leader.
Alright.
Right? Then
Leadership.
in addition to that, I am currently trying to develop my third specialization, which is influencer marketing. It's something very new for me.
Okay.
Alright.
But you see, if you are very good in these 3 things, and if you can combine your talent
Yep.
and produce something else, like today, I'm a KOL who speaks a lot about educating the public about HR.
key opinion leaders. Okay, it's not that easy to be a KOL.
Correct.
Yes.
Right. So, but you see, you guys can just think what you guys love to do at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And then you take that passion. You don't have to be one technical, maybe something soft, something you like. Then you combine it
To be one of the
build
master.
and use that to build your career. Pick 3 specializations and build on it. Really build on it. And that's how you guys can be mahal satu hari nanti.
Auntie, but I have a question for you
Go,
since you are in the
come.
skills. How did you master the skills?
Aunty jawab.
Very good
Aunty
question.
jawab.
There is, in life, there's no freaking free lunch. You want to be good at something, you need to practice. There's no shortcut. Macamnya contohnya language. How do you be good in speaking English or whatever, public speaking, or Melayu? Macam I tak practice sama yang Melayu, that's why dia koyak lah.
Tapi still consider fluent apa?
Okay lah, I try to speak as much as I can, right? But you ask me to go bagi ceramah, I can mampus. Just the other day,
Auntie,
I was at
confident, Auntie.
Cabadang Penerangan to cakap in bahasa Melayu, full ceramah, you know. I cannot make it halfway, I tukar ke English.
Tak apa. It's acceptable.
Anyways, coming back to how you be good at something,
Yep.
there is no way to go about it. Practice makes better. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes permanent.
Auntie, do you agree with me? And like, as long as you are willing to learn, then it'll get you somewhere. Willing to learn.
Okay, this one it's a lie.
Auntie, tapi
It's a
sebelum
lie
tu-
we tell children.
Auntie, sebelum tu,
no.
I want something that you are very energetic, Auntie. I nak you pegang mic. Sebab kita nak roll camera dekat you.
you nak pegang mic? Kenapa nak Taylor Swift tak?
Okay. Tak ada, dia nak macam nak zoom pada
Dia nak
auntie.
zoom, I pegang mic. Dengan I punya
betul,
cin
betul.
3 ni.
Nanti opera singer.
Opera singer.
Boleh, Auntie, kalau you nak cakap macam ni pun boleh macam. Alright, kita cakap macam ni lah. Sebab Auntie nampak macam ni, okay, so kita pegang mic kita sekarang. Okay, Auntie?
Okay,
Nampak macam Taylor Swift ke?
yes.
You lah, I tak.
Auntie lah, Auntie highlight
Auntie lah.
lagi.
I nampak macam penyanyi nasyid, sorry. Okay, alright. Okay, so Auntie, kita proceed dengan MYFutureJobs lah. Okay, you know
Sure,
MYFutureJobs is
sure.
one of the top job portal dekat Malaysia sebab MYFutureJobs ada new features tahun ini. Alright, so Aiswini will be the one who will be explaining pasal my career path dekat MYFutureJobs. Aiswini, over to you.
Okay, so as everyone, hopefully everyone knows about what's MYFutureJobs about. So MYFutureJobs is practically tempat untuk mencari pekerjaan. It's a platform untuk pencarian pekerjaan. So like Aunty HR say, we need to learn, we need to have a career progression. So we will go through this portal, but I will not go in detail. Okay, that's that individual to explore. I will keep it a suspense. Okay, so in MYFutureJobs we have a features called My Career Path. Okay, this career, in that name we can know it's a guideline on how do we choose my career, is how we choose our career.
So what is it?
Okay,
It's a
so
platform?
what do we do? It's like a platform, yes, in MYFutureJobs, where actually we will, you click, okay, for example, I want to become an admin assistant, okay, for example. So I will just key in admin assistant and I can get the list of skills that, you know, might be related to admin. Yes.
Wow, that's a
There
nice
are
feature.
some skills that I can choose that I already have, and in that I can know what are the skills that I don't have. And I can equip myself with the skills that I don't have.
So is it like what, like a community board?
It's like a guideline.
Or it's like a guideline
Yeah, so
inside the MYFutureJobs?
Yes, inside the MYFutureJobs
website itself.
Yes, correct. So
that's
once we
nice.
put
That's a nice
our
feature.
job
Betul.
preference,
Yep.
once we put our job preference, for example, I want to be a doctor, for example.
Okay.
That's a big.
And what are the skills needed will be in there.
Yes.
Ah,
exactly.
okay,
So what are the
nice.
skills
But do they tell me what kind of qualification I need?
there's no any specific.
Like for example, doctor. No, in doctor you need you cannot
You-
cannot switch macam I engineering nak jadi HR.
No,
Ah,
definitely.
I engineering I tak boleh pergi jadi doctor.
Definitely not like that. But then if you click doctor, then you will know, okay, what kind of skills the
Needed.
general skills that needed.
Oh.
All right, and you can also click what kind of skills that you have. So once you click in, and they will also appear the skills that you don't have. So in that, you know, sometimes people when they want to develop in your
But how do they know I don't have the skills?
because we will click that in the job preference.
Probably it's like a self-evaluation first, betul?
yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Instead, do I have to complete a quiz or something?
No, it's not a quiz. It's just like we self-rate ourselves. It's something like
Then
that.
how would the site know what I have or what I don't have?
Oh, but you have to put all the qualification that you have inside first. Yeah, let's say.
You have to fill in.
Yep.
So
we
you
have to
know
fill it in
what
first.
you have.
Yes.
Okay,
Alright,
okay.
so to job seekers out there, okay, actually kita stop dulu. Alright, jangan lupa pergi kepada MyFutureJobs and then nak tahu kalau features kita yang terbaru boleh pergi kepada kita punya Instagram and also TikTok, MyFutureJobs Official. Sebab I ada soalan nak tanya. Sebab ini adalah tahun baru kan, so kita nak tanya Aunty HR lah. Untuk tahun baru, Aunty rasa what are the quality yang majikan cari pada calon? You get what I mean?
I get, but actually
Sebab-
the tahun baru ke tahun lalu ke 5 tahun yang lalu ke sama je majikan yang
sama.
cari.
I thought you
Tahun baru semangat baru.
Yeah, because I thought maybe Aunty nak kata macam
no.
oh data analytical is very
If you-
important.
if
Macam
you-
tu.
If you talk about the new normal, what is different nowadays? I don't think it's no longer a requirement. It's more like it's a requisite.
Okay.
So that is also why sometimes kan, when korang tulis resume, when I see you guys put there under skills, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, I like, what for? Who nowadays don't know how to use Microsoft Word? Who nowadays tell me you don't know how to? Actually, if you put there, I tak pandai Microsoft PowerPoint, I'll be like, really? It will catch more of my attention because it's no longer, it's not weird.
Yeah.
It's so common nowadays. It's not back in zaman 90-an lagi. I remember back then, this is when I first started in the business, it's 20 years ago. We make people sit down and take Microsoft Word point assessment. We make them do that because at that point of time, betul tidak ada ramai orang will tahu. Correct. But nowadays, I find it fascinating if they tak pandai. Even my mother, who is almost 70, know how to use Microsoft Word.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Because it is already something sangat common. It's the same thing. You guys like to put things like, I have good communication skill. I'm very hardworking. I'm a fast learner. Who will hire a slow learner? That's why.
Yes.
No one will ever write that.
So those kind of words, I will encourage you guys to eliminate from your resume. Because nowadays it don't say new year, new me. It has always been the same. But what is progressing with time is people are getting less patient. Do you guys think about that? People are getting less patient. People no longer have the time or the patience to sit down to read 7-8 pages of resume anymore.
Yep.
They just want to take a glance, maybe 2 pages max, to see what you are made of.
Okay.
They don't have time to go through 7-8 pages. On top of that, they also just scan. Correct or not? So some of you, I know some of you, sebab orang cakap cannot be more than 2 pages kan. You guys, what you guys do? You guys kasih kecikan itu font. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Anyway, coming back to my point, you already know the space in the resume is very limited.
Oh yeah.
Especially
Yes.
for people macam I ada 20 tahun experience kan. Mesti kan banyak cerita dia nak cerita lah. 10 muka
Semua
surat
dia
pun
nak
tak
letak.
cukup, okay? But you see, if you have limited with such space, you want to make full use of the space. Put what is important. Put what you think the other person who's reading your resume would love to see and say, oh, I think this is the right person we want to call for. Nobody will call for a slow learner.
Yeah. Auntie, can you,
Nobody will call for somebody who is lazy.
Auntie, can you give us an example, Auntie? What kind?
What kind
Like
of
for me,
differences,
okay?
huh?
For me, it's very important in a resume itself. You guys want to hire your technical skills.
Technical skills.
Okay? If you want something easy, like me, I always put it like an elevator pitch. You know that that old question. Tell me about yourself.
Yeah.
Right? That executive summary. So you want to write something that is only related to you and make you unique you. Like for
Okay.
me, I give you an example. Hi, I have 20 years of experience in the workforce solutions industry.
Okay.
In my last position, I was the director of corporate services, where I managed around 30 people, and I was in charge of marketing, admin, service, and also HR. Right? Currently, I am also an appointed panelist by MYFutureJobs in the Industry Relations Court, representing employers.
Okay.
You see, that is it's a nice, quick summary,
Yep.
right?
But something to catch
But it's all related to me.
Yes.
It's not something that anybody can copy. I don't tell you I'm hardworking.
Yeah.
I don't tell you that I am a good boss. I don't have to tell you, because inside that story and each line I tell you, you can figure it out, right? I am of a senior position.
Yes.
I have experience managing 30 people because I included that.
Okay.
Right? I also am very good at my job. That's why I've been appointed by the government.
Oh.
Right? And you also can see I represent employers, not employees. And yet I am an employee. And among it all, I come from 20 years of experience in the same industry, workforce for solutions. That makes me an expert in my field. Just with that few short sentences,
Okay.
it tells a much bigger story behind. So when you guys write your executive summary or tell me about yourself, you want to be impactful.
Yes. It should be impactful, kan?
Yes.
Mm.
Huh?
Exactly.
Little words, many meanings.
Little words, many meaning.
Yes. That's
That's
right.
hashtag.
Yang punya 2 pages.
Barulah you boleh muat up 2 pages. So I would say that always emphasize in your resume, try to be as technical as you can.
Okay.
Okay, soft skill is very difficult to demonstrate through paper.
Yes.
If you want to know whether you're a friendly person, I wouldn't know until I talk to you.
Yes.
So the goal is, if you really want to emphasize that, itu gambar penting in your
Gambar?
resume.
Gambar.
Pictures.
The picture.
Bikin
If you
gambar lawa
correct, if you want to project yourself as a friendly person, senyum lah in the picture.
Senyum.
Give out
Okay.
that warmth. A picture also tell 1,000 words. Correct
Yes.
or not?
Correct.
Alright.
A
It's true.
lot of your little soft skills that you want people to
Uh-huh.
see, you can show through the picture.
So to all pencari kerja di luar sana, gambar anda penting.
Betul.
Gambar
Kena
adalah
cantik
penting.
sikit. Alright. So Aunty, can we move to another question? Sebab
Sure.
ini adalah tahun baru.
Yes.
What do you think about job rotation? And then let's say kalau that particular staff dia dah bosan with the same job, should he or she request for a job rotation? What do you think?
Yes.
It's a very good question.
I
Aunty pun
you
terfikir.
don't answer that way. That's a normal answer. Oh, that's a very good question. Yeah.
Because I will go on 2 prongs. We start with the employee first. Now, for you all to mukat tebal to go and ask for a job rotation, first of all, I tell you, the boss will not rotate you if you are not at a good place now. I will also not recommend the boss to do so. If you want to rotate, your job is for, when you say bosan, how long is bosan? You see, youngster nowadays
Youngsters.
also getting less
How old you
patient.
consider a youngster?
Yeah.
Very good question. I think anybody who is have not touched their 30s would consider as young to me. Because when you guys in your 30s, you probably sudah ada 5 to 8 years of working experience already. You guys have been through something. It's time for change,
betul.
Yes.
right? But if you're telling me you are just doing this for 1 year only and already you bought,
Something is wrong.
You are not
I want to ask, in that what year, what did you achieve that give you the right to say you're bored? What you
Something to
guys?
ponder about.
Yeah, what have you done? Have you achieved in that 12 months
Yeah.
that give you the right to say, I bosan lah dengan kerja ni. You buat apa baru 1 tahun je sudah bosan?
Jangan malah I. Okay, by the way, this is my second year of doing the podcast. Do you agree with me kalau I'm just want to say that sebab yang youngsters they macam focus more on work life balance. They want something yang macam tu, that's why they are willing to say, oh, I'm gonna need job rotation sebab baru, even though you baru setahun. Do you agree with me on that?
Now, when it comes to job rotation, if you're telling me, because we want to try new experience, then you go look for a job like that. They are companies who hired management trainee. The actually true meaning of a management trainee punya position is of that nature. What they do, they will hire a group of youngsters, so they will rotate them from department to department every quarter, 3 months. And each department will evaluate their strength, because you guys are, when you guys started out to come kerja, you don't find your footing yet. You want to try everything first before you are able to find your footing. So there are companies like that who has those kind of program. They will rotate you around and then to see what you want to specialize. They will start you off as jack of all trades first. Most people will start off as jack of all trades, but it will come a point which you need to decide what you need to specialize in.
Okay, so talking about management trainee, jangan lupa bahawa My Future Job, okay, My Step punya jawatan sekarang ada di portal My Future Job. So pencari-pencari kerja di luar sana yang nak rasa macam mana menjadi protege ataupun personal My Step, boleh pergi kepada My Future Jobs, okay?
Betul.
Alright, so yang disedingkan. Okay, kita boleh sambung.
Tapi I like Auntie's word, Farah's word one more was just now, like work-life balance. So Auntie, what do you think about work-life balance?
I think work-life balance is a very good word. Instead of a good question, compliment you, that's a very good statement. Because it's also something that I learned from the young. Nowadays, it's no longer is about we want to learn from the older generation. I feel that the younger generation is also teaching the older generation so many things. One of them is work-life balance. You can tell you ask all the old people, they orang tak faham apa ni work-life balance. They want you to be the first in the office, last to leave. That is the traditionalists and the baby boomers, or even us Xers. We believe in hard work.
Okay. Alright.
Youngster nowadays believe in working smart, not working hard. Okay, which is also BS, by the way. Right?
Auntie is not going to say that word, but it's a
You want to be successful, again, there is no shortcut. Yes, you need to work smart. You also need to work hard. That is the reality. But if you want to work smart and be comfortable, that is okay too. I New Year, new me. I also know a lot of people who likes to be New Year old me. You don't have to be.
I like to be the old me.
You don't have to change all the time just because everybody is changing. Then I also cannot tukar juga. No. If you are happy with where you are, just be where you are. If you are a person who don't have career ambition, I'm just happy just doing this thing here, doing my own thing, and be stress-free, go ahead. Nothing is stopping you. Tak payah New Year, new me.
Auntie,
New Year,
Auntie, then they said
okay je.
we are too comfortable in that
It's
change.
fine. What's wrong with being comfortable? Itulah soalan I. What's wrong?
Okay, Auntie, kenapa I tanya pasal the job rotation just now? Sebab kita nak buat rapid fire questions. Alright, so you two have to answer whether stay or go. Alright, so let's say you kena rotate job, tapi you don't really like that position. Will you stay or will you resign?
I stayed. I bagi you past tense.
Wow, dua-dua.
I've
I've
made that decision before. I stayed.
Okay.
It's like we stay and see what comes about lah. What challenges comes
Anyway, if you want to grow, you have to be uncomfortable. Anything that grows have to go through an uncomfortable stage. Can you imagine if you go through your life, semua okay je, everything okay je.
There's no kick, there's no chat.
There's no, don't challenge is fine. There's no kesedihan, there's no dugaan. What will you learn? How will you grow?
So
what will you know?
Obstacles makes
Exactly.
you
Grow higher.
Yep.
More.
not grow higher lah. That means like you are
Valuable lessons lah.
But you're talking about obstacles.
you macam ada the adaptability lah. Campak lah you kat mana. Ada obstacles baru, you can overcome that. Betul tak?
Lessons
Yeah, but
learned.
it will take some time lah. But the thing when you mention about the word obstacles is a very good word. The problem is when we go through obstacles, we do not know how to turn them into opportunities.
We see them as one of the problem, right?
It is a problem. It is a problem. But you have to face it, what? But it's very easy to just come out and say it. Okay, we want to turn obstacles into opportunities. Huh?
Yes.
Like a freaking poster on Starbucks like that, right? But
Boycott already. Alamak, sorry,
sensitive.
Please
Not me, I didn't bring it up.
It's me.
Anyways, what I'm trying to say, but you need a lot of practice of your EQ to get there.
EQ, yes. EQ is very important.
EQ is very, very important. It's going to determine whether you are going to be successful or not.
Auntie, maybe you can explain what's EQ. They'll be wondering what's EQ
Semua
now
orang tahu
actually.
itu EQ lah, emotion quotient.
Apa yang saya cakap, don't be so lazy, please Google what is EQ.
Yes.
That's not going to answer. Betul.
Everybody knows IQ. IQ is about intelligent
Yeah.
quotient, right?
What
How
is
smart. EQ is emotion quotient. Is how well you manage your emotions.
Okay. Alright. So Aunty, sebelum we end this podcast,
Oh, so habis dah? Oh my god, I feel like time just passed by like that.
Exactly. Okay, kita ada soalan kepada Ashwini dulu sebab tadi ada career path. Okay, so
Okay.
ada which guide kan? So maybe you
Yes.
can explain on that on MyFutureJobs.
Okay, in our MyFutureJobs portal also, we have this guideline on wage guides, which is, for example, for some people might ask, for 25 years old, and I will pick back that administration.
How you guys come up with the data?
The data is being
Analyze.
Analysed.
Alright.
Yes.
Betul Aunty, because it's actually like
we
this.
have. Yeah.
You
Is it
let them follow first, yeah,
is it based on actual job advertisement on your site?
Yes, betul.
Is
Sebab
it
kita ada-
based on the actual one, or you guys still tweak it and compare with market rates all?
We compare with market rates and all.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
we
it's,
have
it's a white
LMIs.
paper.
Yes,
Mm,
and we have
okay.
like our labor market trends
Yeah.
and what kind of the popularity of the wages being advertised by the employers.
What is the white
based
paper
on-
called?
Sorry?
What is the white paper called? It's a
Yeah.
document, right?
Alright, so everything kalau you nak tahu sebenarnya ada dekat EIS
Ah.
dalam file.
Like what we said just now.
Alright, so siapa-siapa yang nak tahu lebih lagi boleh pergi kepada MyFutureJobs. Kalau nak tahu, pergi kepada Instagram, boleh kepada kita punya YouTube. Alright. Sorry, I think that's the end of our podcast. Alright, so kepada job seeker di luar sana, jangan lupa saksikan Aunty HR di mana Aunty dah cakap banyak sangat.
Banyak
About
sangat ke?
EQ, about 3 top things you have to master in order to be a master.
That's
Yes,
right.
and also in
Alright.
resumes.
So not necessarily new year new me, can be an old me.
Yes,
Tapi
and
with-
one thing, be happy about it.
Be happy about
Yes.
it. Yeah. Siapa nak kerja kalau tak happy? I nak resign.
Jangan.
Bukan. Alright. So I think that's it for episode 9. Thank you so much Aunty HR for today. Thank you
for
Ashwini.
having me.
Thank you. I
so
hope you guys
much.
had fun chit-chatting with me, and then hopefully more to come.
More to
Yeah.
come.
More to come. It's only
Definitely.
January. Alright. Thank you so much semua. Bye.
Bye. Next.